What's good, YouTube? Nova here.
And Quasar, and we're
We're
the
the Chronomaly Kings. Alright, for this video, we're going to be talking about the new Odd Eyes Xyz monster and a few extra cards, and the new Clearwing card. So, we're going to look at the new Odd Eyes guy. Now, this one is going to be Odd Eyes Raging Dragon. Now, this card, it's a rank 7 Dark Dragon Xyz monster.
And it's a pendulum too, which is awesome.
And the only problem with this card is, to make it is not generic. It needs 2 level 7 dragon type monsters.
But of course, in an Odd Eyes deck, pretty easy
to pull out.
Or if dragon rulers were still a thing.
Yeah. Oh god. So basically, we're gonna read off its first effect. So we're gonna start with the monster effect because you kind of have to exceed something into it to get the effect.
So yeah, anyways, the monster effect is if you can pendulum summon a level 7, you can pendulum summon this face-up card on your extra deck. So really awesome, because it's not level 7, it's rank 7, but still, you're able to do that, so that's awesome. And then this card gains the following effects if an Xyz monster was used as Xyz material to summon this card. So you'd usually want to be using Zanky Magician's Pendulum effect in order to use an Xyz monster as Xyz material for an Xyz summon. Anyways, this card can attack twice during each battle phase, so pretty freaking amazing right
3,000 that can attack twice is already pretty broken.
And then once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, destroy all other cards your opponent controls, and until the end of this turn, this card gains 200 attack for each card destroyed. So essentially, if your opponent has 5 cards on the field and you activate this effect, it gains another 1,000. So it'll be at 4,000, and then it can attack twice. That's GG.
Yeah. And then if it's destroyed in the monster zone by battle or card effect, it's just going to get placed in your pendulum zone.
And then, of course, when it's in the pendulum zone, if you don't have another scale, you can essentially just place one pendulum monster directly from your deck in the other pendulum zone. So it's a scale 1. You get to immediately just take, probably a scale 8, set it, and then you just automatically have a complete scale again.
Yeah, you pretty much auto win. Well, I mean, you don't auto win, but yeah, you know how busted this is?
This
if you can make this card
and
make this card, put monkey board from your deck into the scale.
Monkey board's banned.
Oh yeah, fuck. Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah.
Put something else in the scale. No,
like Dragon Pit Magician would probably be the go-to.
But like this card is already broken. Like this card is already busted because like just destroy all cards your opponent controls.
Yeah, and then you have a clear path to attack with it twice.
Yeah.
So even if it's only like one face down, it's 32 that gets to attack twice. You're literally dealing 6,400 damage.
You only need anything of 16 or more.
Yeah.
And if you pendulum summon, what are the odds? What are the odds?
So, I mean, by that time, it's probably GG once you drop that monster. And then if you wanted to check out this page, check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization. There's some other...
Yeah, it's the new V-Jump Raging Tempest.
Yeah.
So, we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be Clearwing Fast Dragon, which is the new Pendulum Synchro for Speedroids. So he's a level 7 Wind Dragon type Synchro Pendulum effect monster. Level 7, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. Scale 4. And he needs one tuner plus one or more non-tuner wind monsters.
So it has to be wind, so it's not completely generic, but there's still a lot of ways to go into it.
Monster effect, of course, will start. During our player's turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck, negate its effects, and its attack becomes 0. So that's nice, effects are negated, and it can attack.
Pretty broken.
So if they go into their extra deck, you can negate on their turn and your turn, so that's pretty busted. These changes last until the end of the turn, and you can only use this effect once per turn. And then if this card is destroyed by a battle wall in the monster zone, you can place it in your pendulum zone. Now, its pendulum zone effect is not like the other one. It's more reliant around dropping it again. You can send one Speedroid tuner monster and one non-tuner monster you control whose levels equal 7 to your graveyard. Just special summon this card from your pendulum zone. Now you can only use this pendulum effect once per turn. So meaning if you use this pendulum effect and your opponent somehow stops the summon or destroys it.
Yeah.
It's not going to go back to the Pendulum zone due to the monster effect. No, actually, it would.
You just couldn't reuse
You just couldn't resummon it in that same
unless
turn.
that summon got negated, it would go to the graveyard.
Yeah. But overall, this card's actually looking pretty good.
Yeah, and it's still not very difficult to drop either. And then because it's level 7, if it's face up on the extra deck, as long as your scales are right, like you can easily go from a scale 1 to a scale 8 in like, again, odd eyes. Like this can be dropped pretty easily, and then if it's face up, you can just pendulum summon it again. So it's really great to see that there's more support for speedroids too. Can be just basically generic support for like some decks if they are playing wind. And then if they do have ways to like pendulum summon as well. But yeah, really, really strong effect. Negating effects, tax becomes 0. So essentially it can be dealing
25.
Exactly 25. Or in an odd eyes deck, really amazing to drop your opponent's monster to 0 because odd eyes, when it battles a monster, it deals double damage.
Yeah, so instead it'd be doing 5,000. That'd be actually pretty ridiculous. And this card is considered dragon, so you can use this card to go into Odd Eyes Raging Dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
So this card actually has a lot of cool
versatility.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with that card.
Splash it into a lot of different decks too.
So this has been the talk. We just kind of wanted to talk about the new Pendulum extra deck monsters. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and leave in the comment section what you guys think of these and how are these going to affect the meta, or just like do you think they're going to be viable cards in the future? So we'll see you guys next time.